Camera off. Y'all know I don't play that. Yeah, now like homie. Homie don't play that. So shout out to that. Y'all don't. I said, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. I need to get me some slides. When I move, I ain't gonna be no wearing no shoes inside. Yeah, no, none. Okay, I'm gonna have a little basket at the door. Shout out to Milano. I love Milano. Milano say, Milano say she got socks, pajamas, everything for her guests. Okay, and I said, oh, I love that for them. And I love that for her too. So shout out to that. Yeah, I'm gonna end up putting me a little basket by my door. And it's gonna be for socks. You know what I'm saying? Like, here, take your shoes off, put you some socks on. You see, it just is what it is. Hold on, y'all. Scoot up, get comfortable. I might or might not cut the comments off. I think I'm gonna cut them off. Matter of fact, I know I'm gonna cut them. I know I'm gonna cut them off. Period. So shout out to that. I said just shout out to that. See, this is the thing. Y'all want the thing? Yeah, see, this is the truth. You want the truth? Hold on, y'all know y'all gotta be able to handle it over here with me. So shout out to that. Hold on. Like in Vogue said. Hold on, just hold on real quick. See, this is the thing. I know that like most people, right? Most people are going to do things that they have witnessed others do, okay, in the past. Which, okay, cool. Not knocking it. Y'all know I tell y'all all the time. It's a blueprint for everything. Okay, it just is what it is. A blueprint for everything. Um, that you trying to do. You know what I'm saying? 9 times out of 10. But meanwhile, though, back at the ranch though, um, the more and more I do this, the more, and I tell y'all that all the time. The more and more I just haven't said it this way, but the more and more I do this, the more and more I realize I'm not interested in doing it the way everybody else has. Does that make sense? Job. Oh, what not? I hope it makes sense. Hey, y'all. I'ma need it to make sense. Cause like, yeah, I just just for lots of different reasons. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to that. I really don't even have time to go over each and every one, but I will just say, you know what I'm saying, for lots and lots and lots of different reasons. I just I don't I don't want to. Yeah. It's just that's it. That's just it. I say that's just it. Okay, just plain and simple. I just don't want to. Yeah, I'm different. Okay, period. Like Two Chainz say. Not to mention, it takes so much time. You know what I'm saying? It takes so much more time. So like instead of hold on. Okay, so like instead of making a video, right? And editing it, which might take, I don't know, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. You know what I'm saying? I could just get on here with y'all and that's that. You know what I'm saying? Like, let that be that. That's it. Yeah, that's it. You know? Plain and simple. Plain and simple. So yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. People stars hit the like button. Um, I just felt like explaining myself, which I really don't do a lot. So shout out to that. I said just big shout out to that. Now anyway, y'all hold on real quick. Hold on. Child, cause I got a lot going on. Ooh, it's a lot, it's a lot, it's a lot. Ooh, and I'm not the most organized person. I'm not. But I need some organization. Hmm. Yeah, no, truth is, I need some type of organization. I don't like when things be, you know, all out of whack. I said I just can't with it if it's all out of whack. Y'all hold on. Who is this in my comments? Yeah, no, don't jump in my comments saying nothing stupid. Sorry. Got to remove you. Shout out to that. Shout out to that. Say good morning. Say good. Say hi. Say something about Cardi B. Say, yeah, see? But don't say no BS. I said just don't say no BS because I'm done with that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, shout out to that. You know how, listen, you know how when you go to a restaurant and you order your food, you be like, no ketchup, no mustard, mayonnaise only, please. Yeah, yeah. Say y'all. And then they bring the burger, right? And it got ketchup and mustard. It's like, but wait, why? Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's nothing more frustrating. For me, it's nothing more frustrating. You know what I'm saying? Like, why you playing? Like, why you like? I understand that you're interested in playing today, but I don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to play with you. Let's spread some girl. You know what I'm saying? But like, no, for real. Like one time, this is a prime example for real. Like one time, I ordered my burger the way I like, right? Then the lady, she repeated back what I said. I'm like, okay, yeah, shout out to that. Child, get up there. She didn't got the burger all wrong. Mayonnaise, everything all wrong. So I just politely told the manager, like, listen, I don't think this was a mistake. Yeah, Miss First Girl. I don't. Okay. I feel like this lady did this on purpose and it is what it is. But like, yeah, can you please run my burger back in there and bring it back how I like it though? Yeah. Okay, period. Because at the end of the day, I run all of this. You know what I'm saying? I said all that to say I run all of this. You know what I'm saying? So you can't come over here doing what you want to do, how you want to do it. Okay? Period. You ain't gonna be able to do that. I can tell you that right now. Okay. Truth is. You see? You see? You see? I know that's right, Michelle. So shout out to that and shout out to you. And hit the like button, Michelle. Happy to have you in the building. But like, no, you know what I'm saying? And that's basically how, you know what I'm saying? That's basically how life be working too. Like people be having the nerve. Excuse me? No. If it's my money and I'm paying for it and it's mine, we're going to do it the way I want it done. Okay? Period. Like, shout out to that. Okay? Uh, uh. So anyway, yeah, like people be coming over here playing in my comments. I don't have time for that. Like, no, we not doing that. I can tell you that right now. We not gonna do that. It just won't be you won't be able to comment on it. Okay, until I say you can. Until I say it's good and goddamn ready. You know what I'm saying? Period. Cause I take it a step further. It be a whole lot of games being played on YouTube too. Yeah, now truth is it remind me of Blue Hill Avenue. Mm. I like when the people be saying, I mean, remember on Blue Hill Avenue when he was getting to his woman? I love that part. He say, "Is that just any woman that don't play any games?" You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just. I love when he did that. You know what I'm saying? I loved it. Period. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I also shout out to that. But like, yeah, that's how I be feeling. Like, is it just like, ugh? You know. Can we just do it without playing any games? You understand? But like YouTube is crazy, y'all. It is a crazy place. Okay, period. Shout out to that. Child, let me tell you something. When I got over here, I was like, "Ooh, I'm over here with the big dogs." Period. I was ready to get my stomp on. Okay. So shout out to that. But let me tell you what I found out about YouTube real quick and real fast. It's a lot of haters, okay, on YouTube. More haters. Well, let me just say this. Most of the haters on YouTube are the YouTubers, okay? So shout out to that. Now, I will say this. There is real people, fake people, haters, everywhere you go. Come on, Shay Renee. I said just everywhere you go, okay? It just is what it is. Mm. So shout out to that. You're just gonna have to get used to it, and you're gonna have to still be able to navigate and do your thing. Okay. Period. End of the discussion. That's period. And that's gonna be the end of things. So shout out to that. But like, no. Truth is, let me tell y'all something. I'm the type of person where I'm real laid back and I'm real to myself. I'm real to myself. I'm very supportive. I like to think of myself as a very supportive person because that's just me. That's my personality. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I'm coming. So it's some YouTubers that I mess with. Okay. Period. But not like that, if that makes sense. Like I don't go out to dinner with them. I'm not in their DMs. We not talking about things behind the scene. None of that. I'm just supportive. Okay. Meaning I support their content and I support their channel. Okay, that's about it. But outside of that, y'all, for real, I have realized that YouTube is really just like any other platform. Child, if you have a lot of people hating on there, it just is what it is. A lot. Oh. I ain't lying. Truth is, okay, it is. It's so much of that. I be like, well, damn, you know? And when I was just like, and I'm still an outsider looking in as far as like, because although I do consider myself a YouTuber, man, I don't be on here with that. You know what I'm saying? I do not be on here with that. So I'm definitely still an outsider looking in because like they be having a lot of drama going. It is what it is. Oh. Let's talk about it. They be having too much going on. And I just don't have time for that, child. Truth is, I don't have time for that. I don't have time for no extra negativity. Like, I don't do negative shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm gonna do something negative, it's just gonna be for the moment. You understand? So, like, okay, for instance, let's say I had to tell Miss Person Curl off yesterday. It is what it is. I'm not, Miss Person Curl ain't going forward with me today, tomorrow, this weekend, next month. You know, like I would like to leave that argument and or either Miss Pressy Curl in the past or whatever. You see what I'm saying? But I just don't really do no negativity like that. I don't. You know what I'm saying? Mm, mm. So shout out to that. No, I don't. And then I take it a step further. What you not gonna do is play with me. Nah, you ain't gonna be able to do that. I'm tell you that right now. You ain't gonna be able to play with me. So if you think you finna come over here and play in my comments and all of that, bitch, the comments will be off. Now what? I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. I ain't gonna be able to do that. You know what I'm saying? No. You ain't gonna be able to do that. So shout out to that. How about that? I say your ass ain't gonna be able to do that. Yeah, no, you gonna have to find something else to do. Mm, mm. So in other words, I know some people like to troll a lot. That's YouTube for you. You know what I'm saying? You got a lot of YouTubers, they got time on their hands. Nothing but time. you know? Uh and with that being said, you know what I'm saying? They be liking to troll and stuff. I don't have time for that. You're gonna have to find somebody else that, you know, likes that type of thing. You know? So I don't like that type of shit. You're gonna have to find you something else to do. You know what I'm saying? In other words. And that's how I live my life in real life too. yeah, no, truth is, that's how I live my life in real life too. I don't catch no subs or nothing like that. Yeah, like Cardi B said, bitch, I ain't Jared. yeah, no, truth is, I ain't Jared. Whatever you got going on, that shit didn't bother me. Okay? Period. it just ain't gonna have no effect. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it is what it is. I said it just ain't gonna have no effect. And I know people don't like that, but it is what it is. Like whatever you got going on, ain't it don't hold no weight over here. Stop playing. You know what I'm saying? Stop playing. Then y'all wonder why y'all be falling out with everybody. yeah, let's talk about it. See me? I used to think I fall out with folks, but I don't be falling out with folks. No, truth is I don't. I don't be falling out with folks. I don't. I don't fall out with nobody. I just be like chilling. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. I just be falling back. That's what I do. I fall back from people. I don't fall out with people. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. I fall back. But falling back and falling out is two different things. You know what I'm saying? If we fell out, we beefed up. You know what I'm saying? We tripping. I don't have that. I don't have that issue. I got people in my phone I ain't talked to in over 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years. And I can still call them today. What? What? You see? Because I don't really fall out with people. I just fall back. You show me something I don't like, that's it. You ain't got to show you listen. You ain't got to show me no more. I promise you I won't be it'll be the next motherfucker looking at that. I promise you. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't sit around for a whole lot of foolery, y'all. And let me tell you something. What be going on YouTube sometimes be a lot of foolery. You know what I'm saying? A lot. I don't have time for that. I wish I did, but I didn't, y'all. So let me just say, the suckers and the busters, well, they made it hard for y'all. It just is what it is. Y'all ain't gonna be able to jump in my comments right now. But let me just tell y'all this though. The good news is we really just getting started. You know what I'm saying? We still really just getting started. So there is and will be a lot of time for all of that. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. All of that. All the messiness, all the, ooh, let me get my comment in. You know what I'm saying? Let me chime in. Because y'all know I love a good comment section. So shout out to that. But it's gonna happen. Amen. It's definitely gonna happen. Eventually, you know, they ain't gonna be able to do nothing with us. They can't do nothing with us now. But watch. That's it. Watch and troll. you know what I'm saying? And it just is what it is. They be seeing that troll and shit. It don't work over here. It don't. That shit don't work over here. Cause you got to find somebody that cares. First of all. And me, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care enough to like be worried or stressed out. Child, please. Y'all must don't know my bestie. I said, y'all must don't know my bestie, baby. He works it out for me, okay? Each and every time. I said, each and every time. You know what I'm saying? God gonna always make sure I'm good. God gonna always make sure I'm straight. I'm gonna always have abundantly too. Like I was telling y'all, you know what I'm saying, the other day. Like I didn't live on both sides of the coin. The bougie side, well, oh, I want this, I want that, I gotta have this, I gotta be that, to I'm the more humble side. You know what I'm saying? I'm way more humble now. Um, it don't take that much. You know what I'm saying? I don't want that. No, get that out of my face. I don't need that. I don't need that. I don't need that. Right? I'm turning down stuff now. I just want the money. Period. I just want the money. Mm. And that's another thing, too. People don't realize that trolling and all that stupid shit y'all be on, man. That it ain't about the money. Right? So it really ain't gonna get my attention like that. It just is what it is. If it ain't about the money. You know what I'm saying? Like T.I. had said, child, or whatnot, whatnot. So yeah, I don't know who need to hear this. On my mama, I don't know who need to hear this, but somebody need to hear this. Listen, it's 2026 and I'm on a mission. Baby, and you is not included. It just is what it is. You is not included. Yeah, now truth is, if you hating and you don't mean no good, and you over here trolling and just itching to stay on a girl bad side, bitch, dust, because that's one thing about me too. Bitch, I'm a Capricorn. I am so good at paying dust. It don't make no sense. That's another thing. You know what I'm saying? I am excellent. I'm an excellent dust payer. That's all I wanna. You feel me? Like that's all I be having. I don't be having no, you know. You know what I'm saying? I don't be having nothing else. Dust. That's it. So don't expect a whole lot around here and around me, y'all. Cause for real, it's just gonna be a whole lot of dust giving. That's what I pays. Child, that's what I pays. I do. And get what? I'll take it a step further too. When people come along to be friendly and all of that, basically same thing. Same thing, cause I'm on a mission. You know, I'm on a mission, y'all. And sometimes when listen, when you're on a mission, you have tunnel vision. That means not right now. Maybe later. You understand? It just is what it is. That's when you be on your Beyonce head. Yeah, now truth is. And I'm in my Beyonce era. Ha! I'm in my Beyonce era. Mm-hmm. What would B do? uh, period. So shout out to that. You know what B would do half the time? Be quiet and send some flowers. Mm. So shout out to that. Uh, period. And y'all know I love a good flower. Love a good bouquet. So, amen. Amen. But like, yeah, YouTube was, other YouTube was y'all, just be aware. You know what I'm saying? That's what I would say. Just be aware. Because I done seen a lot of stuff on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? And I was just giving y'all an example of like the stuff that I've experienced. Let me say something. YouTube was, and let me just say this too. This is another thing that I experienced on YouTube. Like they be acting like they want to be cool with you, but the minute you do something they don't like or they not cool with, then they acting like some haters. It's crazy. It's so much of that on YouTube. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Um, yeah, no, truth is, and the thing is, when you piss a YouTube out, they don't know how to just go about their day. Now they over there, they coming. Okay, it just is what it is. They coming. However, they feel like they can come at you. You know what I'm saying? They gonna come at you. But man, you gotta just keep your head held high. Okay, keep going, keep glowing, and keep showing. You know, showing out. It is what it is, baby. You gotta show out. Each and every time. I said each and every time. So, like, that has been my experience. Mine. You know what I'm saying? Um, but I have also seen other YouTubers go through stuff. You know what I'm saying? Weird, crazy stuff too. Yeah, now let's talk about it real quick. Um, I have seen YouTubers like have success on their channels, so to speak, like a huge spike of success on their channel. And like, I don't know, like I just saw this happen to two different ones. And it's almost like when their channel started, excuse me, when their channel started taking off, y'all, and getting a whole lot of views, and their content started doing good, I noticed that a lot of YouTubers, well, maybe not a lot, I might be exaggerating with that, but I noticed that other YouTubers, you know what I'm saying, started jumping in their comments, and just like being friendly and stuff like that. But then eventually, when something don't go right, they be the same ones doing stuff. You know what I'm saying? Man, it's kind of hard to explain, but like, nah, just pay attention. Usually, when people be having their channels taken down and all of that drama and stuff like that surrounding their channels, it's other YouTubers. It hardly ever be viewers, So y'all be careful with that too. You know what I'm saying? Be really, really careful with that because I that's something that I have noticed, just from sitting back, paying attention to what be going on. Smaller YouTubers, they be doing their thing. And every single time a smaller YouTuber is doing their thing, a bigger YouTuber will come around and like first they seem like they just like your content. You know what I'm saying? To me, they go from acting like they like your content to acting like, like they're supporters to being a hater, child. Being a complete hater. So y'all know what I recommend? I recommend everybody just doing their thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying don't talk to nobody. I'm not saying don't fool with nobody, but I am saying like always, always, always just be aware. You know what I'm saying? And if you have to, just question things. Period. End of discussion. And never, ever, ever get too excited about other YouTubers, floating around your space. You know what I'm saying? It's a good thing. It can be. But like, don't ever get just too excited about that, man, for real. Cause I be seeing it. Just like people be falling out in real life, people fall out on these YouTube streets often, you know? And it's just crazy to me. I be paying attention, y'all. So anyway, just know I'm locked in with my channel. I'm locked in with my content. Period. But like anything outside of that, I'm noticing anything outside of that is just a distraction. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Superstars. Call a thing. It's a freaking distraction, okay? So anyway, shout out to that. Now I hate that I had to like, yeah. Hold on. We politicking though. So shout out to that. I don't hate nothing. Um now I got this man. Hold on, y'all. You know what though? I'm back. So shout out to that. But I do think that it's crazy and kind of funny though too. How I don't be going. Nah, yeah. Shout out to that. I don't be going. No, I don't be going. Yeah. Uh, I'm gonna make shit difficult every time. Yeah, I say I'm just gonna make shit difficult every time. It just is what it is. Cause like, no, you ain't gonna be able to do what you wanna do how you want to do when you want to do. Big with me. And that's just how I go. The truth is, that's just how I go. But yes, it's crazy. It be crazy. But yes, life is good and God is too. So shout out to that. What else I wanted to tell y'all? So yeah, y'all just make sure y'all stay prayed up. Yeah, period. And everything else gonna fall into place. I promise you. I can promise you that, child. I love on that Kirk Franklin song. Kirk said, "Don't worry about your haters. Your haters can't do nothing with you. Nothing." I love when he said that because y'all know he wasn't. Come on. I said, come on, come on, come on, come on, come and talk to me. So shout out to them. They can't do nothing but be mad. Amen. So anyway, mhm, mhm. I said, keep making them mad each and every time. I said, your job is to keep making them mad each and every time. Get on your job. So shout out to that. uh, uh, uh. So anyway, child, or whatnot, whatnot. Yeah, just a couple of, child, like they say, two tips. Okay, period. Cause y'all know I got y'all back. Straight like that. So shout out to that. Like, yeah, nah, just invest in yourself, okay? It just is what it is. Worry about what you got going on. And like, yeah, I ain't gonna tell y'all not to network and stuff like that, but I will tell y'all to like, okay, just I don't know. Y'all know. Yeah, like a lot of y'all, if y'all be on YouTube like I be on YouTube, y'all be seeing what's going on. Okay. It just is what it is. Child. These people be tripping. Okay. They be tripping with each other out here. Okay. Whatnot. Not like, child, I would tell y'all to steer clear of that. Period. Child. Truth is, because I nobody got what? Take the what and leave the what? Child, that just don't make a lot of sense. I said that ain't gonna make a lot of sense to me. So yeah, baby, yes, that's why we got the comments out this morning, okay? Because like, child, don't shit be going on in them comments, but a bunch of hate. Okay? A bunch of hating. So anyway, um, but I will be cutting them back on later on, okay? For anybody that wants to comment, something about what we getting into today. That's crazy. I was about to say somebody jump in my comments and type today. Ha! Y'all know I like to do that. Amen. Let me see what's today. Cause y'all know the baby. Let me see. I heard a YouTuber say mumbo jumbo the other day, and I just had to scratch my head. I said, okay. Okay, noted. Yeah, this episode 11. Okay. So shout out to that. Let me tell y'all what y'all headlines are. Ooh. I don't even have my headlines. Hold on. Hold on, let me see. Hmm. Hold on, y'all. Okay, y'all, so I'm back. Child, hold on. Uh, uh. Okay, so Cardi B was spotted outside. Spotted. Child. I said these folks got strategy. Okay. I said, look at Cardi B over there strategizing and realizing that like y'all probably bothering her about this offset stuff, okay? So Cardi B done popped outside with Stefon Diggs. She outside. She had the whole family at the concert. I said, oh, okay. We'll be talking about that today. We'll also be talking about K Michelle. Child, I'm still here. I'm, I am really still here. Okay, we're gonna talk about okay, Michelle. Woo! And what else is going on? Not much, y'all. Happy Thursday, though. Okay, it is what it is. It's your girl Shay Renee, and I want to welcome everybody back to my channel, back to a new show, and back to a new week. Y'all know what it is. Thursday, April the 9th. Mm, mm, baby, and I am in the building. I don't know what else to tell y'all. It's crazy. Oh, oh. Let's see. Hold on. I know it's a lot. It's a lot. It's always a lot. You know what? It be a lot going on even when it ain't a lot going on. Cause what I always tell y'all, I say, just like I be saying, I feel like content creators don't never have enough time for themselves, don't take out enough time for themselves. So I feel like when the news slow down, it's like, yeah, go touch some grass. Okay, it is what it is. Go touch some grass. Mm-hmm. And find you something to do. But yes, child. I said, yes, y'all. A yiggy, yes. A yeah. I think I'm gonna get back in my writing bag. So shout out to that. When I be, like as I was flipping through my pages, I was gonna tell y'all like I am so much better. I want to say, when I organize. Yeah, no, truth is, in my younger years, I used to always be so organized. I used to have notes for everything. People used to think it was so funny. I'd be like, hold on, and write it down. And so, like, I got away from that a little bit, and I want to get back into that. So, shout out to that. I want to get back into my my writing bag. Child, but what else is going on? Not much. It really ain't much going on these internet streets. Let's see. Hold on real quick, because I already gave y'all today's headlines, but I'm trying to see what else is going on. And see if it's gonna be something. I need to add. Oh, I know what I could. Ooh, baby, let's talk Kanye. Y'all want to talk Kanye? Y'all want to talk Yeezy? I was asking. Listen, so yesterday I asked the chat. What did Kanye do? What did Kanye really do to everybody? For real. And so yesterday, it's like when I got online, they was like, you forgot? And hold on. Because I didn't ask for no sound. I didn't ask for no sound. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Child, it's like the internet was like, oh, you forgot what he had did, huh? It is crazy and funny, okay? Um, Now all of that, remember what he said, the choice about the different choices and voices that people had? I thought we all realized what he was saying. I think he was just saying that, like, listen, y'all just been sitting around doing nothing when y'all could have did something. Okay, period. Like that's what I got from that. Am I the only one? So with that being said, I wasn't mad. I was not mad. Hold on, what? Kanye. We could talk Kanye. Durant. We can talk Durant. Oh, Durant. Nah, 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 boo, boo. But I was so happy to see. Oh, listen, it wasn't LeBron, but I was like, hot damn, I take it. I loved it. What? Ooh, Durant didn't have to do that to Brooks like that. And I see what's going on too. I see Durant, Dylan, Dylan be messing with people. If you ask me to get his name out there, yeah. Now, truth is, cause like, who is a Dylan Brooks? Who is a Dylan Brooks for real? Boy, don't make me pull up your stats, Dylan. Yeah, nah, truth is, because every time I see him, all he doing is making some trouble, causing he's being a troublemaker. Like, what's that other one name? Dang, I cannot think of his name. Mm, mm, mm. Stevenson. I got it at the tip of my tongue. Stevenson. I think his name is Stevenson. Remember I used to get on LeBron nerves and all of that. Yeah. Oh my word. Now that looks crazy. Oh, anyway, y'all. Child, what else is going on these internet streets? Lance. Y'all remember Lance? Ah, Stevenson. Y'all remember Lance? Lance used to get on my nerves. And whatnot. Oh, he definitely used to get on my nerves. That's who Dylan like remind me of. You know what I'm saying? The skills ain't all that. And just like he's like, I'm leaving here with something. Period. You know what I'm saying? Getting his Denzel on. If you ask me. Yeah. Yeah, truth is, if you ask me, y'all. Um, okay. So anyway, let's talk about it. Let's get into some things, child, because it ain't much going on these internet streets, and I ain't mad at it. It is what it is. Uh, hold on. Yeah, okay. They talking about Robin might be going back to the Housewives. Well, good. Let her go. Period. I don't know what they took Robin out for anyway. I like Robin, period. Outside of the fact that she seems to not know that she could do a little bit better than one, like that's about it. That's the only thing that, irritates my soul or whatever Beyonce has said. But like other than that, we good. We good with Robin. Let her go back. Somebody said bring Katie back then. I don't know. Katie wasn't there long enough to make an impact like that. She was all right though. Katie was all right. Katie was I don't know. I didn't like the way Katie was running behind the men. Seemingly, okay? Allegedly. That's how the show presented her. Okay, period, in my honest opinion. But yeah. Say yeah. Let me see. Let me see what people are saying. No, we don't want Candace back. Her and Giselle can both go, they say. They say take Ashley with you too. Ooh, only if they add one's girlfriend to the cast. Ooh, y'all so messy. No, for what? Okay. So it ain't looking so good for Robin. Okay, it is what it is. Your girl Shay Renee, wouldn't mind seeing Robin back on the show, but folks don't want you back. Okay, just is what it is. Child, word on the curb. They ain't trying to hear it. So anyway, y'all. Let me see what else is going on these internet streets real quick. Dwight. Ooh. What Dwight Howard got going on? Ooh, Dwight Howard. So hold on. Okay. Oh, okay. I see what I did. All right. So y'all know I put some things on hold yesterday. We'll be talking about them tomorrow, okay? Yeah, y'all gotta hold on a little longer. It just is what it is. Just hold on, hold on to your love or whatever you got to hold on to. I don't know. It could be your hat. Some people are so self-conscious about their heads. This is what it is. Regardless of whatever could be or would be going on up under your hat. Some people, hold your hat, hold your wig, your horses, what I don't know. Just hold on, okay? Until tomorrow. Mm. So we can talk about it. Um, mm, oh, okay. Hold on, y'all. Yeah. Child, so anyway. Wait, do I want to put a hold on there? I'll put a hold on this too. Fuck it. My bad, child. Oh, I remember when I was younger, they used to say, F it. Fuck it. Some two peas in a bucket. Is that what they used to say? Mm, but it was a little saying. I said it was just a little saying. Hold on. I'm making my round, child. Hold on. Period. Like an Amazon driver. ah. I'm making my rounds, child. Yeah, so it ain't a lot going on if I'm being real. There we go. Boop. Um, it ain't. These internet streets is through. You hear me? They through. I'm just playing. But nah, for real, they fried, dyed, and tossed on off to the side. It just is what it is. But hold on. I said, hold on. Y'all can come and talk to me. Period. I know y'all can still talk to me about it. So shout out to that. Child. I see it's some ghetto stuff going on right now, but we're gonna take a break from the ghetto stuff, especially because it's been a lot. Okay, period. It's been a hell a damn a lot. Okay, for real, cause like, ooh, you hold on. Let me read this real quick. Offset is being sued by a casino in Detroit over 100 bands gambling debt. The casino claims he opened a credit line and failed to repay it. And a rep for Offset tells TMZ allegedly, okay, that he is working towards a resolution. I know that's right. Let me tell you something. Offset is old school Hollywood. Mm-hmm. Or whatnot, whatnot. That's why you see kids, that's the way it go. But like these new kids, the ones that I say they are not old school Hollywood. These new kids are just some of them are industry. They industry. They in the industry, but they couldn't know. Can't tell you nothing about no PR or none of that unless you're talking about a trip, probably. But like these old school people, yeah, now what they on that? So he got on that immediately. But like it's crazy that okay, period. Because it's like, oh man, that's my boy. Not too much on my boy, period. But I just definitely think that I said got a lot going on. And like I said, him being old school Hollywood, I know he probably trying to manage it and all of that. But you know, you know, like have you ever lost control of something before? It just really got out of your control, and it was nothing you could do. That's what it's giving. That's what it's giving. So anyway, um, as Amigos fans though, as Amigos fan, it's sad to see. It really is. It's sad to see. It's a sad day, but God is good. Amen. And I'm just hoping he can get in, step in, and help out. Say turn things around because it is what it is. Just turn things around. I say he just seemingly needs things turned around. Okay. He definitely, seemingly needs some type of help, allegedly. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how true that is, but like, that's another thing. Being the outset is old school Hollywood, he should be. We should hear like that no later than 12:10 Monday. For real. Jokes aside, Offset is turning himself into rehab. You know what I'm saying? He going to rehab for unspecified reasons. Damn it, it ain't your business, mind yours. But he just going away. You know what I'm saying? For a little while. Like that's that old school Hollywood stuff. But like you just never know. Really, you never know. Because, Offset is, I don't know. What is he? Is he independent right now? He seemingly is independent right now. Who knows? I just feel like he got a lot going on. You know what I'm saying? Prayers to him. And hopefully he can maintain it all and don't break and stuff like that too. Because with everything that he got going on, right? Allegedly, money wise, you would think he'd be ready to sign them papers, But, you know, just I would hate, honestly, my honest opinion, I would hate to see him sign any paperwork under any type of duress. Is that the word I'm looking for? Distress, duress. I think that's. Hold on. Yeah, but y'all, you see where I'm going. You see where I'm headed with that one. Period. Okay. You see. Uh, but prayers for my boy though. There it is. That's the word. Yeah. Period. That duress. Uh. For real. And yeah. Period. Sure. Like it's like, it's sad. I said, golly. I said, golly. I said, man, they better get my boy some help. I bet it bit city this deal. I bet you. I said, I bet you. I bet you I'll meet you in real life one day. I bet 100. Bet 100. We'll meet for real in real life one day. You know what I'm saying? And child just said probably ain't nothing, like uh, I said, man, you be like, you probably can get a bet, you know what I'm saying? Just about anything. I would say probably like bet. Shit. That's not funny. So anyway, and it definitely ain't cute. It is what it is. Hopefully he just get what he need. And it's crazy too, and it's sad too, because he ain't the only one. He ain't the only one. And I'll take it a step further too. It's like, dang, like, well, at one point he was able to do it in peace, you know? But now all of this, aka his business, yeah, his business, his business. It's just on the internet. I said it's just on the internet now, child. And that, it's sad. It's always sad. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Cause like, could you imagine? Wow. You know what I'm saying? Your business like that on the internet? No. You know what I'm saying? No, man. That's crazy. No, that's crazy. Cause we all know. We all know. You know what I'm saying? See, I was listening to this guy just recently, not like that, but he got to the point fast, so I like that. Period. Okay, because I will just say this: some of y'all on Instagram, y'all take too long to get to y'all point, and I just start scrolling because I don't have time for that. Okay, I don't know what that is. Yeah, shout out to Sean David Way. I don't know what that were. Okay, that y'all be doing when y'all be taking forever. But stop that. Stop that. Oh, but no, what not? But yeah, no, I was listening to this guy the other day, and he was basically talking about how. Now I will say I did not let him finish. I didn't. But he was saying how, that's who it was. I'm mixing my people up. Yeah, like Webby said, I'm in the club. Mm-mm. I got my people with me, the hottest people in the city, and I keep them with me. I'm solo. I'm cutting up. All my people with me. What? That's my song. Hey, hey, I got my people with me, the hottest people in the city, and I keep them with me. But no, it was. I can't even think of his platform. My bad. My bad, y'all. I can't think of his platform. But y'all know that he's like a Hispanic guy. At least he looks Hispanic. Okay. I don't know what he is for real, but he looks Hispanic. And he's the one that Krishan just sat down with. Remember the list, this last dude that Krishan sat down with? Him. What, Danza? The Danza Project. I can't think of the name of his platform. But anyway, I seen him on Instagram just reach. And no, I did not let him finish, but I heard some of what he was saying. Right. And he was basically saying how he was basically saying how he's like, is it me or is it like people on social media like to present like not who they are, but who they really want to be, or something like that. Like don't quote me, but he said something similar to that. That was the gist of it. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, like if that's the case, so what? You know what I'm saying? Like, so what? Because this is the thing. Should social media see everything about us? Like it's weird, you know? I mean, you know? So in other words, yes, especially because you have so many people who create content, okay, on social media now. And you have so many people, so yeah, you know, duh, like they're controlling their narratives, they're controlling the content and stuff like that. And I just feel like is that not, you understand? So like it's hard to explain, but like, okay, like take him for example. Okay. When he's online, all I know and really see of him is somebody who can calmly do an interview, right? So I don't see him in his normal life. I don't see him in his day to day. I have never seen him get angry at somebody. When somebody upsets him over a parking spot, right? Uh, or road rage or whatever it could be that he be getting into it with people about, or whatever might upset him, he don't go live, he don't click live, he don't press live. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've never seen him in church, I've never seen him praising God, I've never seen him jumping up saying hallelujah, amen. You understand? So like, do we not all like control our content on social media? Like, I'm just saying, you know. Yeah, I just had to say that. You know what I'm saying? I just had to say that. Cause like at the end of the day, yeah, no, truth is it's certain stuff that we want shown and it's certain stuff that we don't. You know what I'm saying? In our lives. Period. Now, I kind of understood what he was saying hold on. Let me just say this. The only way what he is saying would make any sense is if somebody is presenting themselves as an an older, right, school nurse, right, with a soft voice and gray hair. You know what I'm saying? And then by night, she dancing. You ain't nothing but a hoochie mama, humpback, hoochie mama. Yeah, with a 30-inch blonde bust down at night by night. You see, like, you know, like, I mean, how different are we talking? Like, that's the only thing. I mean, because in other words, what you see is what you get. So, like, for instance, this is a good example. Tokyo Tony, right? Tokyo Tony has been online enough. She has showed us enough of herself online. So what we pretty much feel like we know Tokyo Tony a little bit, right? Does that make sense? Yeah, now truth is, so like if we hear that Tokyo Tony cussed out a McDonald's worker, ran a car up in McDonald's and went to jail, we can pretty much kind of like believe that Tokyo Tony did. That's not funny. Child, that ain't funny. That just ain't funny. That ain't gonna be funny. Amen. Uh, and it was a joke. It's not real. It's not, okay, it's make believe. It's fake. Period. It's fake. But that's something we could believe, right? But if we hear something about Tokyo Tony being on on Epstein's Island, we gonna be like, wait. Is that shit a typo? Like, what? I know they from lie. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just, you see? So I'm like, how different do like it's again, maybe I should have listened to the whole clip, y'all. But I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, no, back to what I was saying. It's sad. It's really, really sad that like you know, celebrity business is all out there like that. It just be scattered, like trash at a landfill, for all of us to see. It's crazy. It's really, really crazy. It is. And honestly, I feel two ways. I do. I feel two ways about it. One, on one end, I feel like I've always felt. Yeah, no, let's talk about it. On one end, I'm just like the rest of the people who feel like, okay, you signed up for that, because that's what it do really seem like. And that's the truth. You signed up for it, you know. But then on the other hand, right? On the other hand, the part of me that's like, well, dang, but that could be me. Then that's where you like, oh man, you kind of start sympathizing and empathizing, you know what I'm saying, a bit more. Cause it's like, that's sad though. It really is. So that is what's the word I'm looking for? Dang. Hold on. So like that's the sad reality that comes with your signature. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. It's sad. But At the same time, though, I don't know. It's kind of hard to explain, but like every celebrity ain't the same. So does that make sense? Like all of their business, we don't be knowing. Some of them know how to stay off the radar. Look at Quavo. Do you know folks don't know if Quavo is a father or not right now? That's crazy. Do you know how crazy that is compared to what Offset got going on? Like, but again, I told y'all, I believe that Offset is going through some of the things that he signed up for. Okay, he signed up to be with Cardi B. I don't know why. I just feel like this is what comes with it. This is the nasty, ugly aftermath of it. And like, yeah, like I was telling y'all yesterday, I feel two ways about it too. You know, um, it could be just because he's offset. This is what's going on. This is what's going on. But it also could be because he's offset and he's going through a divorce with Cardi B. You know, it's amplified. You know, it's even more ugly. You know, uh you are made to look like dirt, being left behind, so to speak. And it seems like there's been a lot of dirt thrown on his name a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Um, Allegedly. Because I don't know if this is true. I don't know if it's actual and factual. I'm just saying from an outside's perspective. You think of some of the things that could be going on, and it's crazy. It's, but again, you know, it's sad. It is what it is, though. One thing about it though, they'll be all right. He'll be all right. Hopefully, everybody isn't the same. Everybody isn't built the same, and some people can't accept the same stuff. Like, but hopefully he'll be okay. You know, because one thing I do give Offset though too, Offset is a private person. He is. He be chilling. He not really like that. you know. So I think that's another reason why it's hard as a fan, right, to see what's going on and hear what's going on with him. Cause it is what it is. When you are fond of somebody, uh, it's hard to hear bad stuff about them. You know, it kind of reminded me of what Tokyo Tony was saying the other day. Tokyo Tony was saying that people believe everything celebrities say, and that's crazy. But I understand what she was saying. You know what I'm saying? There definitely is a little truth to that, But I also, I'm like, not everything though, Tokyo. It has to like, I don't know, I can't explain it, but like, just like most people's stories gotta be like airtight, celebrities, a lot of celebrity stories be having to be airtight too, you know. Um, but I understood what she was saying 100% because celebrities do be being believed a lot. And a lot of things that they do get swept under the rug a lot. It just is what it is. And they do not be on the same playing field as us. They don't. It's almost like they deal with different lawyers and judges and all of that. So come on, you know. Be real. But like it's still hard to see people, go through hard times. At least for me, anyway. Uh, so anyway, that's what's going on with Offset, child. And then, speaking of Cardi B, speaking of Offset, his soon to be ex-wife Cardi popped out after her concert and was seen leaving with Stefon. And yeah, some people was like, let's see. Let me see what they were saying. Let me see what some of the folks had to say about that before I chime in. Cause I'm like, okay, it is what it is. Some people think they back together and all of that, all of that. Some people feel like Cardi B has learned, and is now going from being in a open public relationship to being in a more private relationship. You know, I don't know. I really don't know. Uh, I will say this. My honest opinion about it is if I honestly think that Stefan, Stefan, I think Stefan is a playboy. If I'm just being real, I think he's a playboy, and I don't think he's ready for a real monogamous relationship. But I will say this: he dealing with Cardi B, and I just think that Cardi B might have the patience to deal with that. Okay, it just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna go into details and all of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying that I think that Cardi B has the patience to deal with his playboy ways. It's just gonna be if she wants to, okay? Because this is the thing to me. She could tell herself it's fine for now, right? Hold on, let me figure out the easiest way to say that. Okay, so the easiest way to say it is she could do exactly what she did with Offset. Let Stefan be a playboy and still be with him until it gets played out, and now you don't want that no more. Now it's not cute no more. You know what I'm saying? Now it's a problem. It was okay, but it's not cute no more. You know what I'm saying? See, that's just the only thing. If Cardi B is willing to take that gamble with him and on him, because right, there is another side to the coin. So that could happen, what I just said with her and Stefan, right? Or he could eventually stop. Yeah, he could eventually be like Joe and say he don't want to be a player no more. Mm-hmm. Who was that? Wasn't that Joe song? I don't want to be a player no more. Yeah, period. Shout out to that. Cardi B could be the woman that he actually says that for. To me, it's just about if she wants to take that type of gamble with that type of man. It just is what it is. Cardi gonna have to gamble too. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I hope she learned something from Offset. Mm, mm. Because I'm tell you right now, messing with Stefon Diggs is a gamble to me. It just is what it is. Because they seem cool and all, but they seem cool and all, but I don't know if they necessarily compatible. Stefon Diggs does not give me like, I don't know. He just, you know what he reminds me of? I could see him doing something like Reggie Bush. Remember how Reggie Bush used to be with Kim K, right? But then when he left Kim K, he ended up getting with somebody that was nobody, off the radar, way more quiet, nothing. It just started ending up having babies with her, marrying her, and being happy or whatever. Like that's the vibes that Stefon give me a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I don't necessarily know if Stefon is ready for that type of relationship. Like to be in a public relationship with an it girl. He don't really give me um those vibes like that. You know what I'm saying? Now to be attracted to Cardi B and actually want to settle down with her and be in a relationship with her is just two different things. And I don't know. I just don't know if I get the vibe from him like he is. See, like for instance, with Offset, right? With Offset seemed into Cardi. Period. He seemed into Cardi. He seemed head over heels for Cardi. Outset was Outset was very meek milled. Okay, he was meek milled for his wife. Okay, it just is what it is. No pun intended. He was. Outset has always been 10 toes down for Cardi B. You could tell you know what I'm saying? You could just tell when somebody is into somebody. Like he has really, 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 really been into Cardi. He was. He was really into Cardi. Stefon Diggs don't really give that. He don't. He don't give that. He gives, bitch, I'm into me. And I'm happy that you're here. But hello. You see that? Do you see me? Yeah. Yeah, now. I baby, I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? Stefon did give baby. You ain't the only bad one in the room. Like it's so hard to explain. But anyway, let me just read what some of the other people say. Okay, so this is what some of the comments were saying about Stefan popping up at Cardi B show. Somebody said stopping by Cardi B show, then out to see his real girlfriend. LOL. Why is he always wearing little jackets and tight pants? Somebody said. Stefon and his family is from the DMV area. It's good that him and his family could come out and support her. If they can do that, it appears they must have a good co-parenting relationship, which is a great thing. Somebody said most celebrities be trying to sneak out the bag. Cardi is so real with it, she don't care, and I love her. Somebody said Cardi B never spoke on her supposed breakup. Everybody else just speculated. Now they okay. Somebody said I just want the brother. Child for what? For a funky good time? For a funky good time? That's it. I mean, I don't know. But neither one of them brothers give ready to settle down to me. Why does Trayvon have on a fur in a hot concert? Somebody said this has been a terrible week for Offset. Somebody said Offset can't win for shit. Somebody said, oh, she definitely ain't check up on Offset. Somebody said they never said they didn't break up. Somebody said they didn't ever break up. They just took us out the group chat. I wouldn't be mad at that either. Sure wouldn't. What else is going on? Cause I'll tell y'all like this. One, Cardi B is still married. Period. Two, like I said, I just feel like, you know, jokes on them for real, more than they think it's on us. Yeah, no, true story. The jokes is on them because at the end of the day, like they ain't fooling nobody. You know what I'm saying? They are some strangers. They're strangers. And now, if you ask me, they trying to learn each other and co-parent. They strangers who had a baby. It is what it is. And now they just trying to find their way and figure things out. But instead of doing that first, Cardi B was out doing interviews with Gayle King and all of this and all of that. You know what I'm saying, for her album. But child, it is what it is. Shout out to them, and shout out to the fact that they you know, can stand each other. It is what it is. Whatever they got going on. Period. Because somebody said they took us out the group chat, and like I said, that's good. It is what it is. Like, you know, um, I don't know. I can't explain it, but I don't really know who started that whole power couple thing. It seemed like it started kind of with Jay Z and B, but I don't know. I think it was going on before that. But at some point, people actually thought it would be cool to like pair a celebrity up with another celebrity to give them more attention, get them more attention and stuff. And that's so crazy to me. I mean, I understand that it works, but it can be a little weird too. Because sometimes it takes focus off of their craft. You know what I'm saying? Which to me is what happened to Clarissa Shields. So I'm happy to see Clarissa Shields doing something different with her time these days. Like, have y'all been paying attention? Clarissa been doing like a little press. She's been doing some press. Like I know she went out to the UK and stuff like that. She just been really engulfed in the boxing world, and locked in with the other women who box and stuff like that, which she has always done, but like no, it's been her papoose, 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 papoose. You know what I'm saying? And more papoose. Now, you know what I'm saying? She just been Clarissa Shields. Hey, my name is Clarissa Shields and I box. Period. You know what I'm saying? And I like that for her. Shit, I do. I love that for her. Because it's like at one point, man, can we just get back to the music? You know? Like for real, like with everything. Like even with the T.I. situation. Throughout all of that, I'm so happy somebody got a fire track going. Shoot, T.I. song is fire. It is what it is. Shout out to him and shout out to that T. I got him a banger on his hands. And I'm so glad because, at some point, you know, the drama, the gossip, all that stuff get old. And it's just like, yeah, can we just get back to, you know what I'm saying? So even with Cardi B, yeah, her life is interesting and all of that and all of that. But like, it ain't no different than hearing shut up, bitch. Help. Next door. You know what I'm saying? And then you see some people pull up. You know, like it ain't no different than seeing across the street. It's some things going on at your neighbor house. You know what I'm saying? And then you see the police pull up and tell one of them they gotta leave for the night. You know, it's like, yeah, at the end of the day, you gonna close your blinds and lay down, and in the morning, you ain't gonna be thinking about your neighbor them no more. You know what I'm saying? By the time you go to bed the next night, you ain't gonna be thinking about your neighbor them no more. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit only lasts for so long. Ooh. You know what I'm saying? You heard what happened to such and such? You see what I'm saying? It only catches people attention for so long. And then people be ready to go back about their day. At the end of the day, I think it's like young. You know what I'm saying? Yawns. Cardi B back with Stefon Diggs. Or Cardi B out with Stefon Diggs. Like, I can't explain it, but it don't hit like that no more. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Whoop dee doo. Whoop dee doo. Whoop dee doo. Whoop dee doo. You know what I'm saying? Because they do got a baby together. And that was initially what I was thinking. I'm like, well, they got a baby. You know what I'm saying? And although Cardi B was acting like, although people thought Cardi B was through with him, they got a baby. So, at any given time, she might pop out with him. It is what it is. And so, because mind you, Cardi B is a woman. She's still a woman, you know. And I do feel like she's still dealing with a lot of mess and probably a lot of messy stuff. You know what I'm saying? But I take it a step further. To me, and my most honest opinion too, it's like, girls, you completely up outside. Because why now? Yeah, she could be just living her best life. it could be just a coincidence, but the timing is just insane. But I will say this though. Maybe I'm tripping though, because, you know, life be life in it. That girl probably didn't know that stuff was going to happen to that boy. I will say this. I'm not crazy. It is. It's something about the timing. She popped out with Stefon right after stuff happened to Offset because she wanted to. Now, the reason behind it, we probably will never know. But it was a little on the weird side, you know? But again, it's Cardi B. And she dealing with a man who got 11 babies. 11 baby mama. I'm sure she did with a lot of mess. Child, one baby mama is annoying. Y'all get the baby money. Y'all know what I was gonna say? She probably got a little experience from Outset though, but no. Because newborns, y'all know little babies and big kids are totally different. Little baby mamas is needy as hell. You know, anything after 7, the mama be trying to get free somehow. Them little bitty babies he got over there, hell. Them mamas is calling and trying to get him to still come to 3-month checkups and shit. They calling trying to see if he can get a little touchdown and a little field goal and attendance to the next party and shit. So yeah, party. To answer your question, baby. Yeah, yeah. You was the drama. Until you got over there with Stefon. But now, baby. drama, okay? No, I'm telling you out right now. Who's there? Here's the drama. Here. So shout out to that. But anyway, y'all. It's your girl Shay Renee. I come good, okay? But I had a funky good time with y'all. Oh, I did. I ain't even ready to go. Shout out to that. Let me help income tax so I can get on with. I know that's right. Oh my phone. Hey, I'm S. That's my song, y'all. Mariah Carey and J. Pick went so hard on that. That is my song. But anyway, I did that. Today gonna be a good ass day too, y'all. Y'all better claim it. Period. So shout out to that. God is good. God is amazing. Um, and but anyway, y'all, okay. I guess I'll see y'all tomorrow. Right? I'll be right, okay? I'll be right back to it like I never knew it. And be right back in these internet links. Excuse me, so shout out to that. Bye y'all. Don't forget the replay gang. Y'all get in the bed and hit the like button. And I will see y'all on my next video. Bye, y'all.